Registrar, Head of Department, Student Coordinators, Mr. Ajay, Gurunath, Piyush, Ms. Amulya, Harika, Mr. Lokesh, Student Council Secretaries, Mr. Devraj, Mr. Vaibhav, and others respected faculty, supporting staff, dear students and participants from various colleges, press and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all. Am I worth coming here? Am I worth being called? I have my doubts because I'm not a regular student. I never went to colleges and never went to, though I went to college, discontinued college, and I never went to universities. But I never stopped learning. I'm still a student. So that's the only criteria. I came here as a fellow student, not as someone who is experienced or who has achieved something. You're all science students. And humanities is very, very essential. Humanities is the one, gives the purpose. Philosophy, art forms, social sciences, this all would give you the purpose of any invention. The ultimate learning for anything is for a betterment of other human beings, betterment for all the individuals, for entire humanity. So in that way, really learning, and this festival really made me quite interesting. If you look at Israel, with the one river, Jordan, with all the difficulties, the terrain which is not convenient for agriculture, and completely surrounded by so many hostile nations, but they're able to do extreme innovation. In agriculture, in military technology, in IT, what not many things. Somehow it all depends on never run away from a conflict, never run away from any kind of adversity, especially never run away from any kind of failure. Be damn confident. If you go through failures, face it, go through it, and break the pattern and achieve that. So for me, any kind of hardship, any kind of hostile environment, I take it as a challenge. And never run away from any kind of defeat, and never walk out from any kind of failure. And learning is a continuous process. In recent times, we know about Steve Jobs. He's the greatest modern day innovator. His Apple is one of the most valuable companies on the planet, with a line of products from Apple laptops to iPods and iPhones. Apple products are tech savvy, classy, and comes with great features. If you had iPhone 13 last year, this year you had to buy the next phone, and next year, and so on. But the key question to ask is, how many Indians can afford the latest iPhone? How many people in the world can afford iPhone? Not even 5% of the world can afford Apple products. But thousands of techies in global giant like Apple spend 90% of its R&D and time for that niche 2 to 3% of world population. But what I would prefer is, I'll never say Steve Jobs kind of entrepreneurs are not needed, but they're needed. People all over the world. So my advice is to all the graduates, gonna be graduates, here is to think about ideas and innovation that are simple, successful, sustainable, scalable, and work on tech that improves social mobility and reduces inequalities. So admire and adore Steve Jobs, but find your own Dilip Mahlanabis in you. Besides all the jazz, gloss, and shiny glitz, what's more important is not the tech, but the impact which is going to cause to your fellow human beings. And you think about Nikola Tesla. He had 300 inventions, but he never patented. He gave all his patent rights. And he believes that it belongs to the world. And I look at very heroes, not from on silver screen. Don't look at me And don't adore me, but adore the people who made you to come here. A teacher in a school, a teacher in a college, a professor who taught you something. Maybe heroes are good to be entertained. Even including me, I'm saying, I'm okay to be entertained. But don't, you have to look at the heroes who are beside, around you. Maybe from your parents' side. That's what I believe in.